Premier League returns after a midweek that saw Kyle Walker in goal for Manchester City against Atalanta. We hope to see that again this week, but I'm sure Pep Guardiola wouldn't be doing any of that. There are so many good games on show, and the biggest, Liverpool against Manchester City. Godwin joins me in the studio. We're going to be talking about that and many more in the show today. So Godwin, now that game between Liverpool and Manchester City, it's pretty much clash of the Titans, right? It's
the clash everyone has been looking forward to, even from the get-go. When they get the fixtures rolling in August, you're looking for this kind of fixtures to watch. So it's gonna be explosive on Sunday. I was watching Liverpool Aston Villa the other day, and I was just hoping that Liverpool get that winning goal, and they did obvious, because if they had gone into this game with that 3-point gap, it will have been, the pressure will have been much on them, and Man City will take advantage of that and try. But pretty much they're going into this 6-point with the 6-point advantage.
Exactly.
I think it will give them that confidence, and it will give the players that momentum, and they believe that they can do it again. And the Anfield is a ground they haven't lost for quite some time now. I think rolling back to September last year when
45 Premier League home matches.
Yes, when Chelsea defeated them 2-1 in the Carabao Cup. So I think the confidence is high. They smoothed out Barcelona on that ground 4-0 in Champions League. That is like an abattoir for them. So I don't see Liverpool losing that game. They can't. It might end in a draw, but losing, I don't think they will lose it. But it's going to be an entertaining game.
Yeah, let's see things from the sides of Pep Guardiola. Guardiola is said that Ederson might possibly not play that game, and we're seeing a side that has been dogged with injuries to the likes of Aymeric Laporte. We've seen injuries to Rodri, and his defense is as uncertain as anything. Even Kyle Walker, that you think is a very good or accomplished right back, these days is so sometimes, and Benjamin Mendy probably returns to the side, but the centre back pairing is where we probably have issues with the likes of probably Fernandinho playing there and John Stones. Will they be good enough to play against the likes of Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, who is absolutely on fire this time, and Roberto Firmino?
I think if you are Mohamed Salah and you are Sadio Mane, you're looking at that defensive issues and problems of Man City, you'll be smiling at the moment.
Yeah, licking your lips pretty much.
And rubbing your hands in glee. But I still expect, if Guardiola, you expect Guardiola, you expect him to bring out some unthinkables and do the unthinkable. But I think they still have it in them that this is Liverpool and this is the title, because you lose this game, you say goodbye to the title. So
yeah, it becomes more
problematic. Fernandinho has played in that position for like 3 games now, and he has not done badly, in my own opinion. But you're not a centre back, Yeah. There are some things, and those attackers, those Liverpool attackers will be looking for those holes and those gaps too. But it's going to be entertaining, and I just hope they don't, like the other day when they played this same fixture last year ended in a goalless draw, and I just hope this one is not a goalless draw again and gives plenty of goals for us to watch and entertain.
All right, now 6 points in between Manchester City and Liverpool right now.
Yeah.
If Manchester City lose that game, it becomes 9 points.
Yeah.
Do you see Liverpool slipping up at all? That's assuming if Liverpool wins the game. Or Manchester City slipping up, getting the ascendancy probably later on in the season. Mind you, it's going to be like 12 games already into the season. If it does happen, that's 9 points difference between the first and the second. If it does happen, do you see Liverpool winning the title?
I don't think Liverpool will slip up this time. They will have learnt from last season when they were 7 points ahead of Liverpool, Man City, and Man City came and turned things around there. So they will have learnt from their mistakes from last season. I believe if they go on and win this game, that's bye-bye to the title for Man City.
Yeah. Okay, the other interesting game that we have on show, that's Leicester against Arsenal. And what makes it even more interesting is the fact that Emery is under a certain amount of pressure. And there's also the backdrop of the Xhaka issue. Is probably not going to be playing that game against Leicester. And the very fact that Leicester are probably the favourites heading into this game. They are third in the league. They are, that's 6 points ahead of that's Arsenal, and Unai Emery has won just 2 games in the last 9 Premier League games. Is there not a problem at Arsenal currently?
Of course, there is a problem. You look at their defense these days. Arsenal, they've always had this issue with defending, and I don't think they've improved from Alex Wenger's era. They're still the same Arsenal. You can't tell the difference from the two sides. They're just struggling. Their defense is just all over the place. You look at them, the Xhaka, the dressing room, everything. The team is just in disarray, and I think Leicester will capitalize, and I don't see if Arsenal come out of this one with something, I'll be shocked.
It's going to be absolutely shocking, to be honest, because this Leicester side, the question I have for you now, this Leicester side, do you see them finishing in the top 4 end of this season?
Of course, one of the teams I tipped, when Brendan Rodgers came in January, I looked at them, and the way he turned things around, he just completely turned a corner with the team, and if they continue like this with this form, there's no stopping them. I don't think, because the teams you'll be looking at and be saying they should be giving Leicester a good go. They are Manchester United and Tottenham, and those ones, they are below the top 8 at the moment. So I don't think anybody can stop them. If they can get into the Christmas time period still in that top 4, then I think I see them finishing the top 4. They're a very good side, Leicester City.
Yeah, still on that game between Leicester and Arsenal. Now, we're going to see Aubameyang play his first game as captain. Not the first game as captain, but the first game since the Xhaka issue, since Xhaka was stripped of the armband as captain. Now, I just want us to talk about how that entire issue was handled by both Arsenal, by Unai Emery and Granit Xhaka. What's your take on how the entire issue was handled? Yeah,
first of all, you have to remember that these players, they are humans first before they are footballers. I was looking at the comments and Xhaka put up on Twitter the other day, and he was saying that his family he has been receiving a lot of abusive comments from fans, and these are human beings. You can't, because you don't expect them to just bottle it and say because they are footballers they should be able to. And he was coming out, and first of all, you guys were jeering him. Then later on, it turned to it was now sort of an abuse and all that. Then no, if you look at the comment he said on Twitter, I think he said there was a death threat. So
death threats.
You don't play with all of this, and he might not have handled it the right way, but I think at the end of the day, you still look at the fans and you say no, they should have done better. But Xhaka too should have done better with the whole situation. But at the end of the day, it just shows you how Arsenal are, what they are at the moment. They're just all over the place at the moment. There's room from dressing room to the manager and everything. The results everywhere. They are just in disarray, complete disarray.
Now stripping Xhaka of the captain's armband and handing it to Aubameyang, I'm thinking about the dressing room dynamics. How there are certain players that are loyal to Xhaka, and possibly that Xhaka might be leaving Arsenal because he possibly will be feeling slighted, because we've heard from certain sources that Xhaka himself doesn't feel so remorseful when it comes to what he did, that he stands by what he did in that particular fixture. Even from the tone of his apology, you could see that this was someone who was going to double down on what he did, and is obviously stating that the fans were in the wrong. Now, he was stripped of the captain's armband, it was given to Aubameyang. Doesn't he put the dressing room in disarray at Arsenal?
Of course. First of all, I think I have to put this responsibility on the manager. I question when I was looking at him the other day, and he was saying it was the players that determined the captain. That it was the player. You have to be taking these decisions as a manager. You have to be taking decisions as a manager. When you're a manager of the club, you've got to have the boldness to say, "This is my captain. This is so is going to take the penalties." You don't leave things to the players to decide for themselves. So that is where the problem, I think, the problem arose, and all of that. He just only escalated, and it's just unfortunate that everything has just panned out this way. So I think the manager takes the blame. In my own opinion, the manager takes the blame. He should have done better with everything, and I don't think it can only go worse for them. I'm afraid it can only go worse for Arsenal.
So Manchester United, they're going to be playing against Brighton. Their last game against Bournemouth, it was a loss. And the previous game we thought, Manchester United have turned the corner after that draw against Liverpool. But they went back to status quo. They went back to, it's pretty much what you call rinse and repeat, like Manchester United losing to Bournemouth. Now, a Brighton side is coming off a 3-0 win, and they are really at the peak of their powers, you would say, against a Manchester United side. I know it sounds odd saying this, but do you fancy Manchester United's chances?
I've always said it with Solskjaer these days. When he let player of top caliber like Herrera leave, he allowed them. Lukaku leave. He didn't replace any of them. You're always going to have issues. You're always going to have issues. The problem with the team now is that once they play a team that looks to sit deep and defend against them, you always have issues, because they don't have that player that can pick passes through the eye of the needle. And you look at Pogba at the moment, is struggling with injuries, and the team is just so bereft of quality at the moment. So But Brighton, they decided that under Graham Potter, they decided that will have a go at you, and they'll leave that space for the likes of Danny James and Rashford to capitalize on. So that is why I think United will have a chance here, because Brighton are not going to come there and say, no, we are going to sit down, and they're going to come out and have a go at Manchester United, and that is where Manchester United, I think, will capitalize. And I see Manchester United. I think they can come out without something. They should be positive from them. Yeah.
So, you know, Godwin is a betting expert, and like what we do on this show, where the analyst predicts the score lines from some of the games in the Premier League that week. So, Godwin,
yeah,
you're going to be part of this, and the very fact that you're a betting expert and you pretty much, like some people say, see the future. Yeah. So, I think it's what makes this even much more interesting. So, Manchester City against Liverpool. Okay, it's actually Liverpool against Manchester City. What do you see in your crystal ball?
Like I said earlier in the show, I don't see Liverpool losing that game. I definitely can't see them losing that game. But it's gonna be entertaining. It's gonna be tight. You see, both teams will try to be cautious, but they are an attacking side, and at the end of the day, they're still losing up, and everything, the goals will come in. I'm gonna say 2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool. 2-1
okay,
Liverpool. You spoke about Leicester, Arsenal. What are you seeing in your crystal ball? Quick, fast.
Oh, Leicester. I said Arsenal. I would be shocked if Arsenal come up without something. So 2-1 Leicester. 2-1
Leicester. And for the final game that we spoke about on this show, Manchester United against Brighton.
Yeah, Brighton. I said I love what Brighton are doing under Graham Potter, and I'm really impressed with where they are at the moment. But like I said, they're going to have a go at Manchester United, and that will expose them at the back, and United will capitalize with the pace of Rashford and Daniel James. I just think United will nick it.
They will nick
1-0.
1-0. Thank you so much for talking to us on the Nutmeg. So let us know in the comment section your thoughts about those games. That's Arsenal against Leicester, Manchester City against Liverpool, and Manchester United against Brighton. I missed that for a bit. So thank you so much for watching the Nutmeg on Guardian TV. This has been interesting talk with Godwin Odiko. If you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel, you should absolutely do that already. This has been the Nutmeg, and my name is Solomon Fowowe.